Welcome friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl. We welcome you to our channel. Friends, today we're going to continue our autumn decorating in my dining room. I'm going to share with you my hoosier, my dining room table, and a little side table that is in this area. I have just really loved the way my home is coming together for fall, and it all stemmed from one picture that I thrifted for $5. I think it was one of the buys of the year because it is truly amazing and it has truly just transformed my home, and I'm just so happy with the way everything has come together. But we love here, if you're new here, we love to thrift. We love using the old and the new. And friends, I'm just so thankful to have you. I appreciate every one of you that subscribe to our channel, that comment. It truly blesses our hearts. I feel like I say that every time, but I just want you to know how important it is to us and how much we appreciate and love each and every one of you. And before I move on and we get going, I wanted to tell you, if you order paper shred, you should be getting that really soon. I think I got the last of it sent out. So anyway, let's get started with this video, and thank you again for being here. So here's just a quick glance of where we're going to decorate today. And this is my side table, I've got my dining room table, and then of course my hoosier. I'm not pulling everything off, but I'm just going to build upon, especially what I have in my hoosier, I'm going to build upon what I have. So I've pulled out a few things to just add in to that cabinet. And so let's see how this all comes together. So one of the things that I really like to do when I decorate my home is try to carry through the same type of stems that I'm using. So of course I've used these stems on my buffet, and there are just a few extra that I've clipped off. And so I'm going to add it up here because I don't really want to rearrange this cabinet. If you don't know, which it's not hard to tell, but I live in a really small home. It's over 100 years old, and so my space is limited, so I have to leave my dishes out, and I do try to move them around some, but for fall I'm just going to add in just a few picks. Now I do love these hops. I think they're so pretty in those dark colors and golden tones, and so I'm going to place a few around. I'm actually going to leave that greenery in that vase in the back, and I think it will all work because I still have greens in my home, and I do think green is complementary to brown, and so this is going to pull together, I think, perfectly. Now I also use this over on my buffet as well. So I'm just going to leave my stack of ironstone, what are those called? Platters. I don't know where my head is today. The platters, I moved them over there, and I'm just going to leave that right there. I think I'm going to change out and add in this really sweet little napkin that I have. I'm going to put it over here and just layer that because I like that look. But again, I just added some stems to the side. I've got my vintage silverware right there, and yeah, I really like the way that looks. But let's add in a few more things. Now this is a wreath I got from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's so pretty. I got this a couple of years ago, I believe, but I love pulling out and using it, and I just love these colors, and I think it works perfectly right here in this little cookbook holder. So you guys will tell me, do you buy a lot of your wreaths from Hobby Lobby, and have you seen these little ones? I think they're so perfect to use in your decor. Now, my next thought was, I've got this little compote dish, and I'm going to place it there, and I'm going to place a plate on top of it. But before I do, I think I'm going to go ahead and layer in one of those small wreaths. Now, if you missed me telling you this, I bought a lot of this at 90% off at Hobby Lobby at the end of the season last year. So I was so thrilled to find some amazing pieces that were still available, so I grabbed all that I could. I mean, at those prices, you just can't go wrong. And I know if I don't use it, my sister will use it. It will definitely get used. So this has been so pretty, and I've loved layering these in. And on top of that, I'm just going to add my little hand pies. And friends, I want you to know I'm working on a video right now. I will have it linked in the description for you guys on how I made these hand pies. They're super easy and they are so adorable. So if you want to know how to make those, look in the description below. Go over, check out my hand pie little video, and it will show you exactly what I did and all the supplies that I used, because they're definitely so fun to display. Now these are again some wood primitive pears. I got these in an estate sale, and I'm just gonna place these around. I think they're gonna go perfect right over here. I was definitely wanting to use them this season, and I just wasn't sure where, but I think this is the perfect place. Okay, I have 4 of these amber glasses, but I'm only going to display 2 because I don't have a lot of room right here, so I think 2 will be perfect. It'll definitely pull in that beautiful fall color. And then I did get that butter dish from Hobby Lobby. They didn't have a lot, and I knew I wanted that for my collection, so I grabbed it, and it's so beautiful. And I'm just going to add in this really pretty picture. I've had this for many years. I love moving it around my home, but I just thought it still lended itself to fall, so I'm just going to place it here, and I just think it's so, so pretty. Now let's move over to this side table, which is in the corner over here in my dining room. My mother bought me this antique table. I love this. It reminds me of her. Of course, I just have some other pieces below, but I usually have these 2 cake stands. They're glass. I usually have them on my hoosier in the corner where I have my platters. See, I remember the word, and that pitcher. But I'm going to use them as kind of like a tier tray and place on my side table. So let's style these beautiful glass cake plates, and I'm just going to add the small one to the top, and I love doing this. I don't know if you guys have any cake plates like this. They're so fun to stack and use them for display. I just think they are so, so pretty. And as you can see, friends, I'm going ahead, I'm grabbing the same kind of stems that I used in my previous decor, and that way my look feels cohesive and it all pulls together. So some of y'all might think I've completely lost my mind, but I have this book that is just disintegrating, and I just can't throw it away. I just love the texture of it. So I'm gonna layer in these broken pages and use them as like, you know, a base to place some items on top of. And again, I'm doing it because I like the texture. I think it works perfectly for fall. And again, I just like that kind of look. So I'm just adding in some torn, broken pages. So I don't know. You guys will have to tell me if y'all ever used anything like that in your decor. The other thing that I love is burlap string, and this is just string that's taken off a piece of burlap material, and when you fray it, the string comes off, and I save that and I use it in my decor all throughout the year, but I especially love it during the fall. And this summer I did get to thrift a couple of these sweet little Bibles. I love collecting these, and it's just kind of fun to be on the hunt and always see how many you can find or see what you can find. I just love collecting any kind of Bible, and so it's so fun to add those into my decor. I have a couple more that I'm going to add to this bottom shelf or tray or cake plate, I guess you would say. To top it off, let's just bring in one of these little pumpkins and a leaf, and that's perfect for this bottom layer. I just really like the way this is coming together. And as you can see, I'm just using simple things. I do have a lot of pottery, so I want to just incorporate that into this vignette as much as I can. And it's just fun just seeing how you can display the items that you love in new and unique ways. This is a little creamer. It's sitting on top of some butter pats, so I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to add in another little dish that went with this set. And this was something I thrifted as well. Is that not so pretty? But this is the wrong spot. You'll see me move it. And you know, when you're doing something like this, it's good to create a zigzag pattern. And you know, as you can see, they're on opposite sides, so that gives it more balance. So this is looking really good so far. Okay, so the only other thing I really want to do over here is add in this beautiful dish that I have, and inside I've just laid a doily. I've added some of my old butter pats, and again, some of this gorgeous silver that I have, these silverware pieces. They're old and they're so beautiful, and I just love displaying those. I actually put this together to use in my pre-fall decorating, and I loved it so much I just wanted to keep it and use it again. And I'm also going to bring out another dish. I did this in my decor before, and I just love all these tones and how they come together. It just has a couple little stems in it. And friends, that's it. The only thing I'm going to do is just add in this beautiful frame. And I've got just a picture off of the internet of a fall scene, and it's, to me, absolutely perfect. So to style underneath this table, I'm just going to use some stems that I got from Hobby Lobby this season. I got these berries, and I've got this stem right here. They're so pretty, and I really like this combination. I've got this ceramic pumpkin that I got from Walmart several years ago, and I'm just going to add that to that bottom little shelf where I have this metal trunk, and I think that's all I'm going to do right there. Okay, now for my dining room table. And I like to keep things pretty simple. And so I debated about putting down a table runner, but that's just really not my style, and I don't think it works as well on a round table. But I'm going to use this burlap, and as you can see, there's some burlap string. I'm going to save that. Let's tuck it in something real quick and save that to use, because that's golden, friends, and I mean golden. So, like I said, I like to use rustic things, and so I have this piece of burlap, and on top of that, I thought I would just add this wicker tray. And friends, this is something I thrifted as well, but I don't like the look of this burlap, so I'm just going to scrunch it up and stick it underneath this tray. It's really as simple as that. Now, if you don't like this look, you can always leave it, straight. I think that's fine too, but I just like this look so much better, and that way it gives me more room on my table. I do sit here and do a lot of work, and it just works better this way. Now when we sit down to eat, I always just pick it up and move it and put it back, but for now it just works really well for me this way, and again, I like it. So now I'm going to take these two corbels, and I'm just really trying to make a riser out of it, because if you saw my decorating before, I had used a crock and put in these gorgeous oak leaf stems I got from Hobby Lobby, and I absolutely love them. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with them different, but I love this so much I decided to just keep it and enjoy it. So I'm sorry I'm not doing anything new or major right here. I just love this look so much. I just want to continue to use it. But I really wanted it to be a little higher, because I want to add in this pumpkin I got from Hobby Lobby that looks so realistic, and there wasn't enough room to make it fit. So I had to set it up on a riser a little bit. So let's stick this pumpkin in here and pull this look together. So I just have a few leaves, and I've got this gorgeous leaf that I saved from last year. I'm going to place it in my tray. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera very focused, but I'm going to use this thermos I had from last year. I love this thing, and so I want to use it for fall. It's just so perfect. I'm going to add a pine cone, and that's really all I'm going to do right here. I might try to tuck in just a few more leaves or maybe some pine cones around the back, but friends, that is it. It is so pretty in my opinion, but again, I am just so in love with this green and brown. I think the colors on these leaves are so beautiful. These were kind of pricey at Hobby Lobby, but they're super long stems, and there's so many things that you can do with them. I got some for my sister, and we are going to add this to her mantle this year, so I can't wait to share that with you. So I'm going to definitely show you how to use them in different ways. So you guys love to tell me what you think, but this is my dining room decorated for fall for 2024. I just love how everything has come together. You know, just when you think you're done, you realize that you forgot something. And I wanted to add some ribbon to this cloche as well. So let's just do that really quick. I'm going to use the dark brown ribbon and I'm going to tie it and add it off to the side. And I think that will be perfect. And then I remembered I forgot this. Friends, I thrifted this as well and I wanted to use it. And the best place that I could find for it was right here on my Hoosier. I just added a push pin to the very top so I wouldn't damage the wood anywhere. And I'm just going to place this tray, or this, that's not a tray, what is this? This little thing that I've got, this metal piece. I'm having a hard time with my words tonight. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to place it right here, and I actually love the way this looks. So the only thing I'm going to do is just add in a few stems, some leaves, some things that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then that's it. I'm going to keep it really simple. But I think this is such a pretty piece. And, you know, it it's very vintage and old, but that's what I love, is just finding the beauty in old things. Friends, I just want to add one more thing. I was in the woods, I found these sticks, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to add it to this arrangement on the table, and I think that's exactly what I needed, and now I think it's perfect. But you know what, always do what you love. If you don't like this look, do what makes your heart happy. But friends, thank you so much for being here. Gosh, we love y'all, we appreciate y'all. We can't thank you enough for all of your kind support. And friends, before you go, I just want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. The Lord will indeed give what is good, and our land will yield its harvest. Psalms 85:12. Friends, my heart has really been burdened this week, and I just want to encourage each and every one of you to just pray for our nation, pray for our country. I just feel like it's so important to pray. And friends, I just want to encourage you, if you don't know the Lord, that you'll come to know Him today. I just wanted to share that with you from my heart, and I can't thank y'all enough for being here. But friends, we love y'all, and again, like I say, we appreciate y'all, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, friends.